Greetings and welcome everyone. Today I want to talk about the album Nevermind by Nirvana. So, yeah, you know this album, you love this album. Let's just get into what really matters in this video. Go straight into business. First, I like to start by talking about the album cover. So, this one, very classic, very memorable, but something I'll do in the in at least the video, not the thumbnail, but in the video, is I'm gonna censor the little baby thing because I don't know if YouTube will have a little trouble with it. Little, get it? Funny, but whatever. So I'm gonna censor that. I want to avoid any problems. So, Smells Like Teen Spirit, such a memorable song, and it starts the album really well. After that, we have In Bloom, which might be my favorite song this album. It is also just perfect. Most of the songs in this album are perfect. The instruments, as post-produced as they might sound, I prefer the sound in their next album, but we're gonna talk about that some other time. The song, the sound of these instruments, post-produced instruments in here, still sound incredible. The electric and acoustic guitars are memorable. The bass as well, the percussions are just heavy enough to fit along well with the music, but not stand out in any bad manner. So yeah, just amazing instruments. I love all the rhythms and the melodies present in this release. Whenever there is backing vocals, it is just amazingly well done. And the singing by Kurt is some of the best singing you can hear out there. So this album is like literally perfect. This album and the next one are literally perfect. The next one, it's for another video. Probably the next video I'm gonna make will be about that one. But this album already is perfect, and it's not even my favorite Nirvana album, so look at that. Come As You Are is another memorable song. Everyone has listened to it at least once. Everyone loves it. Just a perfect song. Breathe is faster, more aggressive, and a more aggressive song. Different than the first few, but still great. I love it. I also love the lyrics in this album. They're nothing philosophical nor anything of those sorts, but they are really well written and well sung by Kurt again, so that's just amazing. Territorial Passage Territorial Passage is a funny song. Extremely distorted and crazy. I absolutely love it. We have these two other songs as well, and the last few songs, but before them I'd like to talk about some of the other good songs in this album. Every song is good, but there are some that stand out more for me. Lithium, Poly, Drain You, Stay Away, On a Plane. Those songs are really, I think they stand out more than the others I haven't talked about. So yeah, I love them. And we have also two closing tracks here. The first is Something in the Way. Something in the Way, from the lyrics, I imagine that Kurt was inspired by the time that he was homeless. I know that was a stage in his life that he was homeless and barely getting along at all. So when I look at the lyrics in the song, it's just like, man, you went through some shit, didn't you? And it really puts into perspective that this guy had such a painful life, and he still managed to have like this great band. Like Nirvana, I would say is one of the best bands of all time. You dare not say it's the best band of all time, because we have the Beatles. The Beatles are the best band of all time. But yeah, Nirvana, one of, if not the best band of all time. And it is so sad that Kurt ended up doing what he did. It's so sad. Like they only released 3 albums, 4 if you count Incesticide. I never listened to Bleach, and I'm honestly not interested in ever listening to it. Dave Grohl's not in it. But it's really sad to know that the guy went through this but he still managed to make an amazing band. And after that, he decided to end it all. No, it's really sad. Another thing that's really sad is the fact that we'll never have another band like Nirvana ever again. Like I feel like we had Nirvana. Everybody listened to Nirvana. You either loved it or listened to it and hated it. So after that, I guess we had Linkin Park, the most popular rock band. And after that, like there was no other rock band that really got to the scale of these few, and it's really sad that we'll never have another band like Nirvana. So yeah, that's really sad. Also, something the way was in Batman, so I got to watch that movie and was just watching it, and the bass, I think it was the bass started in the movie. And I just listened to that bass and I was like, man, I recognize this bass. What's this from? And then something in the way. Yeah. And then when the lyrics started, it actually starts with underneath the bridge. When it started, I was like, dude, I completely did not know that Nirvana was in this movie. It just make it more perfect. I already loved the movie, and having Nirvana in it just makes it much amazing, much better. Yeah, so that's that. After Something the Way, you have Endless Nameless, a very experimental song. Like, this song is the longest in this album. It's the most experimental, the most crazy. If you were to say that I didn't really enjoy Endless Nameless, bad song, you can still be judged. I won't say that you can't be judged. You of course can be judged, and I will judge you because I really like the song. If you don't like it, you're a poser. Yeah. So yeah, Endless Nameless, the closing track, very different, very experimental. I liked it a lot. So yeah, that was Nevermind by Nirvana. Next up, I am listening to In Utero. And after I finish listening to Neutral, I'm gonna make the video, release it, and well, I do enjoy Neutral more than Nevermind. I prefer it. I think it's a better album. The production is much better as well. I just prefer the sound. The sound is much more to my taste. So yeah, this was the review for Nevermind. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, subscribe. So, until the next video.